Hi, my name's Lydia Snyder and I'm here for this about half-hour session to facilitate some movement because many of us are spending a lot of time sitting down. Whether you're working from home or out in the field, wherever you might find yourself, the compression at your hips and low back can accumulate over time. So this is going to be a fairly active practice. And if you are an LMHF subscriber, please note that you need to watch the entire video and then leave a comment with your name at the end of the video. And that way LMHF has a way of both tracking participation and making sure that each member gets credit for what they're doing for their own wellness programming. So I hope you enjoy this segment. You won't need any other equipment except for yourselves and the floor to stand on. If you have a mat or a towel that you wish to use, you're welcome to find your way into a standing mountain form with your feet under your hips, reaching through the very top of the head, standing tall. Having some awareness of your midsection here, but not gripping or tightness, but just an engagement. Letting the arms rest down by the sides of the body. Feel your lower body. Feel your legs, your seat, your feet. And then begin to move that weight across the soles of the feet. Side to side is one way. You can lift the soles of the feet if you choose as you move, bringing a little bit more flexion into the ankles. And then you're welcome to come forward with the hips and back. Keeping the feet firm to the ground to begin with, but then beginning to raise up onto the balls of the feet and then lifting. And you might launch yourself forward or backward here. That's okay. You might find that it feels awkward. If you feel ready, you can add your arms in. Start bending the knees a little bit, bringing some extra movement. Maybe 3 more. 2 and 1. And then stepping the feet a little bit wider, keeping them facing forward, just swing the arms up, back, and around, up, back, and around. And then you're welcome reverse direction. Maybe for 3 and 2 and 1. Bringing that weight into the left leg. Starting to swing the right leg forward and backward. If you don't feel like you have the balance here, you can always hang on to a chair or a wall. And then, as you're ready, kind of cross and reach. Cross and reach. Working on balance here, activating the lower body, maybe reaching behind and out. And then coming back, standing mountain, weight in both feet. Maybe feeling a little bit of difference on the right and left side. Switching that weight into the right leg, lifting the left, and beginning to swing. So you might keep your hands at your hips. Some people find that that stabilizes, helps with balance. And then you can also begin to swing the arms. As you feel ready, you can do a forward, cross, and swing. And maybe cross behind. Coming back to standing mountain. Weight in both feet, bringing the arms up overhead with the hands woven together, looking up at the hands, stretching through the front of the body, breathing here, and then you're welcome to reach back, a slight back bend, come back through center, lower both arms, feet are still in that mountain form, taking the right foot forward, lifting the right foot, and then with this bent knee, bringing your leg behind you. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what this might look like. This is what it looks like for me. Coming forward, keeping that leg bent, swinging it behind. Coming forward, swinging it behind. Again, you can hold onto a chair or the wall or something if you choose. Maybe 2 more here. And 1 more. And coming down to rest in mountain. I'll turn to the other side, same idea. Holding onto the wall if that makes sense for you. Lifting the left leg, bending at the knee. Keeping that leg bent, putting it behind and forward. Stretching through your own capacity here. Maybe 2 more and 1 more. And coming back to standing mountain. I'll turn to face you here for a minute. We're just going to tap the knees. And if your body needs more movement, you can tap the feet. And then try tapping behind you. Come back to center. Let the body settle. Legs are in that railroad track kind of setup side by side. Taking the right leg behind you for a soft kneed lunge. So the back leg is bent, the front leg is bent. You're welcome to bring both arms up and maybe look up here. Stretching through the front of your body. If you wish, you can bring your head back to neutral and then maybe explore bending here. Keeping that forward knee above the ankle. Dropping down, lifting up, dropping down, lifting up, and then perhaps taking your left hand to grab your right and reaching over. Stretching through your side body here and your hip. Come back through center, lower down. Step the feet side by side. And then you're welcome to bring the left foot back. Soft kneed lunge. Both sides. Option to lift the arms. That left knee points down as you lift. And then if you like, you can lower and raise up. And then if you like, grabbing the opposite arm, reaching over to the right this time. Maybe for 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back to center, releasing the arms. Standing with a wide stance for your feet. We're going to do something that's a little goofy. It's called wood chopper. You may have done it in a different class, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when I do it, and then you can fine tune it for yourself. You're going to stand with a wide stance. Your hands are going to come together. You can cross right over left or left over right. You're going to inhale, reach up, and you're going to exhale, come through. Reach up, chop the wood, come through, reach up. Maybe do 10 of these. And as you reach up, really stretch as you're able. Pressing through the feet. Maybe 1 more. And come back through center. Draw the feet together. And we're going to make our way down to the ground. I'm going to turn to the side just so that you can see. My right leg will be forward. My left leg is back. If you have something at home that you want to use for support, you could put blocks on the floor, you could put books on the floor, but it might be that you reach the floor. So the left leg reaches back. Again, that stretch through the left side. Right hand is up by the right hip, and you're going to backstroke through the left arm here. And then perhaps lift the chin. Breathing here, pressing down into that left shin, and then coming forward, hands to the floor or to blocks as you draw the hips back. You might keep this foot flat to the ground on the right side, or you might peel it away. Maybe one more breath, and you're welcome to switch sides. So always having that acknowledgement that the right and left side can be very different. So any modifications that you need here before reaching down, hand coming up as you backstroke with the right arm. You're welcome to press into the shin as much as you're able here to activate through the hip flexor. Again, maybe raising that arm, gazing up before returning and stretching back. Foot can be flat or peeled up. And returning forward, we're going to come down onto the floor. Sitting with the legs bent to begin, feet touching with some space here in the side of your body. You might begin to pulse your legs a little bit, just rocking the knees right and left, up and down. Taking your hands, reaching behind you so that your fingertips are facing away from your body, drawing your knees together, and pressing up into a tabletop form as you're able. I should probably turn sideways for you here so that you get a little better look. Thinking of your knees coming up on top of your ankles, lifting through your midsection, breathing. Stay as long as you choose. Come down. Extend the legs. Reach the arms up. Slight bend of the knees here. Come forward. Find your breath. Maybe for 3, and 2, and 1. Rise back up. Bend the knees again. Hands come back. Press up and breathe. Press down with the feet, lift through the midsection. Come back down. Extend the legs. Slight bend of the knees and fold forward. Rise up and come onto the back side of your body. So lying down, knees bent, arms come out like a T. You'll be extending the left leg away from your body, but keeping the knee bent. Raising the right leg up, pressing through the sole of your foot, using your arms to hold your body as you cross your leg over. Crossing the right leg in front of the left thigh. Shoulders are relaxed. Engagement through your leg. Come back through center, and as your body allows, opening that right leg out to the right side. Come back as you're ready. Bend at the right knee, extend the leg away from your body so that you can then raise the left leg. Flex through your foot, cross the left leg over the right, squeezing, pressing through. Come back through center, and if you choose, you can open the left leg out to the side. Breathing here maybe for 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back up, lowering your leg, and turning around onto your belly. Finding some support for your hands, or excuse me, for your head. And then bending at the knees here. Bringing the arms to the sides of the body. And lifting up, pressing the hip bones down. Try not to make the neck come up by lifting the chin. Keeping the neck somewhat tucked, but lifting here. Release. And come to sit. You can sit right leg in front of left, left in front of right. We're just going to simply twist by taking the left hand to the right knee and turning. Breathing. As you're ready, coming back, switching sides, right hand to the left knee, turning. Coming back to center. Finding your way to a resting form, and that might be on your back, it might be staying seated. But if you do lie down, consider all of the work that you've done right at the hip flexors. So there might be some awareness in this zone. Finding your breath, observing. Whether you choose to keep the eyes open or closed here is up to you. Encourage the breath to be as full as possible. Only to the point that it's not anxiety provoking. So not having to do anything dramatic, but to maybe try stretching the breath as you recline, finding space in the hip flexors, focusing in on that breath. Maybe turning to your side to rest. Your eyes can be opened or closed. And when you feel ready, simply come to a seated form. Knowing that these movements might bring some awareness to your lower body, might bring some movement, some space, as you start to unwind the contraction that happens over time as we sit, to give yourself that space to move, and to come back to this practice whenever you have time. So if you have the ability, you might choose to sit for a moment or two here, to observe your own breath, and to maybe integrate the practice that you just engaged with. And you're welcome to keep the eyes opened or closed. Maybe a minute or two of silent breathing here. knowing for yourself that that breath is with you in stillness or movement. And when you feel the need, you can always turn the mind over to the breath, to watch the inhale and exhale, and to give yourself some space. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a good afternoon or evening or day, wherever you find yourself. Thank you.